Hey there, young scientists. Today we're going to dive into the fascinating world of variations within a population and how they can impact the survival of a species as environments change. So, let's get started. Imagine a group of animals living in a forest. Within this population there are different variations or traits that make each individual unique. These variations can include things like size, color, or even behavior. Now, as the environment changes, these variations can either be an advantage or a disadvantage to the survival of the population. Let's take a closer look at how variations can be an advantage. Imagine a population of birds with different beak sizes. In this population there are birds with small beaks, medium beaks, and large beaks. Now let's say that the environment changes and the food source becomes harder to access. In this case, the birds with larger beaks may have an advantage as they can easily crack open tough nuts or seeds, while the birds with smaller beaks may struggle to find enough food to survive. On the other hand, variations within a population can also be a disadvantage. Let's go back to our population of birds with different beak sizes. Now let's say that the environment changes again, and this time the food source becomes smaller and more delicate. In this scenario, the birds with larger beaks may struggle to pick up the tiny seeds or insects, while the birds with smaller beaks may have an advantage as they can easily access the food. So, as you can see, variations within a population can play a crucial role in the survival of a species as environments change. It's all about adaptation and how well individuals can cope with the new challenges they face. Now let's talk about how these variations come about in the first place. One of the key concepts to understand is genetic variation. Genetic variation refers to the differences in DNA sequences that can lead to different traits or characteristics in individuals. This variation can be caused by things like mutations, genetic recombination, or even environmental factors. When it comes to variations within a population, genetic variation is essential. It allows for a diverse range of traits to be present, which can increase the chances of survival in changing environments. Think of it as having a toolbox with different tools for different tasks. The more tools you have, the better equipped you are to handle any challenges that come your way. Another important concept to consider is natural selection. Natural selection is the process by which individuals with advantageous traits are more likely to survive and reproduce, passing on those traits to future generations. This is a key mechanism for how variations within a population can lead to adaptation and evolution over time. So, when we think about variations within a population and how they can be an advantage or disadvantage to survival, it all comes down to genetic variation and natural selection. It's like a never-ending game of survival of the fittest, where only the individuals with the best-suited traits for their environment will thrive. In conclusion, variations within a population are a natural and essential part of evolution. They can be both an advantage and a disadvantage to the survival of a species as environments change. By understanding genetic variation, natural selection, and adaptation, we can better appreciate the incredible diversity of life on Earth and how species have evolved to thrive in their unique habitats. Well, that's all for today, young scientists. I hope you enjoyed learning about variations within a population and how they can impact the survival of a species. Keep exploring, asking questions, and never stop wondering about the amazing world of science around you. Until next time, stay curious and keep on discovering.